say
Wow.
you people.
Wow. You're another one. I said.
If you say you people, you're a racist.
You people.
When you say you people to any group, you're a racist, and that's the end of that story.
So
There's no more to it.
I turned around. I remember I was in front of the legislator, and they had this rights for the abortion clinic, and the gay person was all upset because I did a rant. I say, you people got to understand one thing here.
And that's again.
So I say, you people.
Yeah.
Where did we go and say you people?
Because you're differentiating them from the human race. There is one race of animals called humans in this world. One. There is no other races. They're tribal. It's tribism, not racism. You can't be racist against only one tribe of humans, and that's it. We're the only surviving bunch of humans. There used to be anywhere there were 6 to 27 human races at one time, and that included Neanderthals and habilis and all bunch of them. And I think through the years, our ancestors killed them all, so that we are the last ape standing. And that's hard for other people to understand. We are apes, we are animals. These are other people saying it, yeah.
Don Cherry,
and they're saying racist.
Don Cherry was wrong. You people must understand.
He's a racist too.
You must wear the poppy.
And I say other people is not you people. When you say you people, you're differentiating.
You people gotta understand one thing.
Yeah, and when you say that, you're differentiating a bunch of people from the race.
I look at those moody Quebecois and I say, you people, you moody Quebecois.
Yeah, and you better take the chant of it racist, that's all. Just leave that phrase you people out of it. Doesn't work.
What do you say? What do you call them?
Call them humans. Just like you and me, Charlie.
Oh no, well, we are further. We are not human. Because if we were human, we wouldn't be talking about it from a goddamn camera.
We are human. There's other humans
and
too.
Giving our opinion.
And some of them are stupid. Humans give their opinions. Most of it isn't very learned. Everybody's got an opinion. It's like assholes, huh?
We all have one.
And
we
usually
both got big ones here.
And usually what comes out of it smells just as bad.
Listen, what's going to happen with the trial? What's his name again? The idiot that shot the 2 cops.
Nothing. We'll give him free room and board for the rest of his life. How is that for a prize? Never have to work a day in his life. He's going to get fed every day, and he's going to wake up in the morning. They're going to tell him his name. They might even give him some courses to take while he's in there, just to spend the time. And 20 years from now, he might even be eligible for parole, and he might get out. He's still going to be crazy.
What kind of defense would they have?
Millions of dollars we're going to spend to keep him.
What kind of defense does his lawyer have?
No defense, except on murder charges. Generally, they do not accept guilty pleas onto it. You have to have the trial because it's too serious.
Well, Justin Buck pleaded guilty.
You can do that if the court will accept it. But generally, on murder charges, you have to have the trial. It's just too serious to have. There are a lot of people.
Oh, come on, you were doing so good. You were doing so good.
Just talking.
Oh, you're just talking. Hello. Okay. He's talking as loud as me and you. But if you turn around, like, I gotta find out what would they call it? Publication ban.
The what?
A publication ban?
Yeah.
And if there's you say something in court, and there's a publication ban, you can't report what was said.
Yeah, of course not, because you have a ban.
Right, so
because usually it's best for the public not to hear certain things until the trial's over, especially if there's a jury. And the jury, which hasn't been picked yet, should not have heard any of this shit that's said under the ban is so that information doesn't get out and ruin the jury pool.
Okay, so I know a story that a woman come and told me last year.
Story doesn't mean shit.
From the building,
story doesn't mean shit.
Told me a story.
You have any evidence? The story doesn't hold shit.
Can I say the story?
No, because I don't want to hear it. It's a story. Do you have some evidence? I'll listen to it.
She seen, this is part, maybe
look, I wouldn't listen to what anybody said they saw. People lie to you. That's one of the 2 things Harper told me when I started to practice the law. Harper said they're all lying to you. They're all lying to you.
And you're a lawyer.
And humans lie like hell. He said every one of them lie to you, and I found out he's right.
You mean these people come to you and say, I'm not guilty, they're all liars?
Well, they don't say they're not guilty, they don't know enough for that, but they try a story on me, every one of them. Every single one of them. Harper was right on that one. The other thing he told me...
What did Harper say?
Harper said 2 things he's going to tell me. Dan, I'm going to tell you this, 2 things. First of all, they're all lying to you. He said, second of all, get your money up front. First one I could do.
Who's Harper?
I article with old Judge James
I
Dufferin
thought that was
Harper.
Stephen Harper.
Oh,
Okay,
not
sorry.
that asshole. Holy Christ, he's only second to Trump when it comes to idiots.
Okay, so what did he say?
They're all lying to you, which was quite correct. Plus, get your money up front. Then he told me a few other things, but that was the gist of it all. He said, you go out, and there's more I can tell you. He said, you go out and make every mistake in the book. Your clients won't know, and you'll be the smartest lawyer after you've made every mistake going, because you'll learn from it. And I did. And
Lawyers are good actors in court.
it's all an act. There's not, whether you're good or not, there's good actors and bad actors, but it's all an act, Charlie.
Yeah.
I believed in my act because I was the screenwriter. And I would say those things, and I would not ever say anything that I didn't believe in. But it was still an act.
Yeah. But then you have the act, but then you when I say you don't have the right to a lawyer, it's true. In New Brunswick, legal aid.
No,
if
you
it's
don't have a right to a lawyer, you're not going to jail.
If it's a summary charge,
That's
and the
right.
judge could still put you in jail for 6 months.
And that's totally economics.
Yeah.
Because it costs too much money. That's all.
To have
It's
a trial.
economics. But that's all, that doesn't matter. We don't have the right if you're not going to jail. That's one of the things the courts have determined.
But
And I don't care.
you plead guilty.
I'm not in it anymore.
But hey, can you stop it? You just say hello. Yeah.
Hey,
Can you stop it, DOG?
stop that.
DOG, come on. Maybe he's saying he's getting sick of our stories. He wants
You
to.
have to distract the dog when he does that, and this is what the poke is for. And if you can't, coach, just nudge them with your foot, and that distracts them from whatever they're doing, and that's what you have to do. Otherwise, you'll just have all kinds of commotion.
Usually he's good.
Now you listen to me because I know dogs.
Yeah, okay. We'll take your advice in consideration.
You got a dog.
You know dog. Lawyers are dogs.
No,
Huh?
no, just people.
Just people that I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen in the justice system and everything.
And it's going to chug along just as well as it can do, because it is a plan to keep people from bumping into each other. That's what the law is for, to make sure that things just kind of chug along. And that's pretty well what it does. Now, whether it's run properly, you have people with guns on their hips, and they have an attitude problem. And this thing with the states is no different than here. The racism of the Fredericton police force is no different than any racism in any American police force. It's just not as intense. And a
Smaller
racism,
population.
and no, it isn't. It's just humans. And our racism in Canada is just as rife as it is in the States. It's just not as vocal and as fierce and as nasty.
How come the cost?
We have the natives have been picked on here. The blacks have been picked on here. Years ago was the Catholics. They were just as bad as the Irish and the rest of them.
How come the cost been leaving me alone?
Because you're not pissing them off as much as usual.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
I'm still.
yeah. But you dropped the child molester stuff.
Well, they called me a pedophile, so I called them.
They
a
didn't
pedophile.
call you a pedophile, Charlie, and I can't say that again. And what you did is just put the mark of Hades
The
on your
sexual
ass.
child.
You just put the
Yeah.
mark of the devil on your ass and made yourself a target.
But the sexual child exploitation unit were in my place.
They did. You weren't charged with anything.
They
What
went.
did
What
you get
was the
through that?
sexual child exploitation unit doing in my apartment?
I don't care. I don't know.
Exactly.
Really.
They
Really.
were-
Because
they
you
were
were charged with law and you pissed them off. But it had nothing to do with laying a charge. Nobody laid a charge against you.
No, after they raided my place and my little thing, they looked
So?
after 500,000 pictures. They never found anything.
No.
And I'm supposed to say, "Oh, guys, that was funny."
No. You
They
can't.
call me a pedophile, so
But
I
I
call
keep
them a
telling you.
pedophile.
Well, that makes you a bigger asshole than I thought you were, because it's stupid to do that. Those guys carry guns. Now, you don't argue with them,
Well, I'm
as ignorant as they are.
But I'm Scottish.
So, you really want to remain being Scottish? You know, being dead doesn't help if you're Scottish.